split-second phone distraction can leave you with zero room to recover on the roads. Do not do this.
Well, that happened.
Firefighters rushing to a 5-alarm blaze cross paths with a steam excursion in Tampaka. A tense near miss as 2 emergencies unfolded at once. During a photo shoot run on the Naugatuck Railroad, Locomotive 2019 unexpectedly picked a switch and jumped the rails mid-pass, turning a routine run-by into a sudden derailment. Fortunately, with no injuries and only minor damage reported. A steam locomotive steps in as the recovery vehicle, dragging a crash car out of the tracks with sheer old-school power. Quick reactions from the driver prevented a disaster in England, stopping the train in time for a dog on the tracks.
Let me see. Is it here? I got it. Yay!
Sparks flew as the low-ram rail grinder tore through the track in Virginia, throwing enough heat to ignite a small trestle and force a tanker truck to roll in and put the fire out. He built a lightweight railcart and took it for a long ride on abandoned tracks, testing just how far it could go. We've all seen car washes, but here's a train wash. The locomotive rolls onto a giant rotating platform, which spins the entire engine around so it can head back the way it came. No U-turns for trains. Fire broke out when overheated engine components or leaking fuel ignited under heavy load, a known risk with high-powered diesel locomotives pushed to their limits. A tram jumped the rails at a busy intersection after losing alignment through a crossing. The truck was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. In Switzerland, this funicular climbs a jaw-dropping 47-degree slope by rotating its cabins to stay level, making one of the steepest railways on Earth feel almost unreal. A stopped Union Pacific freight held up crossings in Salt Lake City for over an hour, forcing people to crawl under the train to reach their destination. That was close. Thankfully, he's okay. Deep snow's no problem for this train. It powers straight through. Train 475 didn't see it coming, and neither did the crew. Rail crews melt steel at over 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit and pour it between the rails, permanently welding them into a single smooth track so trains can run faster, quieter, and without the jolts from the old rail joints. At first glance, it looks wrong, but these are high rail utility vehicles built to switch from road tires to steel rail wheels so crews can work the line safely without a locomotive. This is what an expert train driver looks like. This Croatian train is built to function completely upside down. In Poland, a routine morning commute turned into a standstill when a train jumped the tracks, freezing both rail traffic and the roads around it in seconds. This farmer's turning a rail inspection into a full-body workout.
Someone took a stone at Ailshire.
No luck catching them swans then.
Swan stops trains in their tracks. Literally.
Just one swan actually.
Even a full-size locomotive can't rush a moose. Steam engines look like a whole other universe. All that heat is powerful enough to move trains. Rails carry tanks more safely and efficiently than roads ever could. If you've ever needed a scale to see how big wind turbine blades are, this is it. This is a small Croatian Railways locomotive designed for short routes and shunting. This fire truck's rolling on rails to reach the emergency. What do you do when you have to supply multiple trucks? Put them on a train.
Il segnale è rosso, però il treno non si sta fermando.
Rainwater and debris caused a short at the pantograph, letting high-voltage electricity arc and flare instead of flowing cleanly into the train. Near the end of steam at Sandaoling, JS8225 clawed its way out of the coal pit under a brutal load, looking and sounding like railroading stuck in 1968. A high-speed train creates powerful air suction that has no chance of stopping quickly, so running past it isn't brave or clever. It's better to just not risk it. In Indonesia, this locomotive is being hauled through city streets on a heavy haul trailer, the only way to move a rail engine to a major workshop. Okay, pause. I gotta move to Poland to see this in person. A Swanage Railway volunteer proposed, with a steam engine as the perfect backdrop. Amtrak passenger trains rush past at up to 125 miles per hour. Indian rush hour summed up in one clip. Train staff in the Netherlands really go above and beyond. At 80 miles an hour, an Amtrak train doesn't slow for snow, it blasts straight through it. What? Good enough? Waves crash over the seawall at Dawlish as the London Penzance train pushes straight through seawater. Rails flooded, but the run continues anyway. Seven airplane fuselages rolling through Renton on rail looks unreal, but it's just Boeing moving them safely and cheaply, the only way something that big can travel intact. In Japan, pushers jam passengers into rush hour trains to keep the busiest rail system on schedule. This is a postcard-perfect scene of railroading. Blink and you'll miss it. Shinkansen trains tear through Kokura Station at 186 miles per hour. Japan runs a local train with a full T-Rex head bursting through the carriage, turning a normal commute into a rolling Jurassic Park jump scare. After 18 years of restoration, a 1913 steam snowplow moved under its own power in Switzerland, grinding up a brutal 110% grade with a matching century-old rack locomotive pushing from behind. A crude palm oil freight train rolls straight through Belawan Market in Indonesia, turning a daily shopping street into a Maklong-style rail corridor for a few unforgettable seconds. A rare rotating snowplow sweeper can spin on its own axis and still clear snow easily. This is what a car guy's dream looks like. A lone Union Pacific GEVO thundered out of Illinois, hauling a fully loaded military train on Norfolk Southern rails. Train snowplows will never not be cool. On Mount Pilatus in Switzerland, the rails themselves slide to switch tracks. NS-272's locomotive suffered a catastrophic engine failure, with thick smoke turning into open flames as overheated oil or turbo components ignited under heavy load. In China, street cats can claim anyone as their person. Close calls aren't just in the famous streets of Hanoi. Even regular streets have tracks like this. Wait for it. Contact with a 25,000-volt overhead line instantly triggered an electrical flash and immediate power shutdown on Indian tracks. During a rainy run, BNSF 5954 surprised rail fans by tossing safety gloves straight from the cab. This looks like an average train, but it's actually an old steel mill engine on display at the Youngstown Steel Heritage Museum in Ohio. These train operators in Europe show exactly what precision is.
Voie 11, le train IC à destination de Bruxelles Airport vers Anthem de 13h23. Voie 11, spoor 11, de IC-trein naar Brussels Airport Zaventem van...
This is the epitome of cat parents. The owner built a whole train system for his cat. This is why the "Please don't lean out the window" sign exists. That Swiss self-propelled rotary snowplow uses a massive spinning cutter and its own engines to chew through meters-deep Alpine snow. Braking and traction on cold, hard rails leads to sparks no one wants to see. At nearly 96 miles per hour, the Gatiman Express in India covers a football field in under 2 seconds. All the more reason to not cross the tracks like this. Not missing the morning train in Japan comes at a price. Teenagers all over the world break rules, but you should always stay off the tracks. Size doesn't matter, I guess. A broken rail is one of the most dangerous failures on a railway. At speed, even a small crack can turn into a full derailment in seconds. Pennsylvania really knows how to do Christmas. New Zealand put a Model T Ford on railway tracks. Make way for the banana train.
It's a banana train.
Now those are some elite reflexes. No sane person should ever take this risk. Don't click off yet. If you love our videos, subscribe now and hit that bell. And wait, there's more videos for you right here on the screen. Just click on the one that grabbed your interest and enjoy. See you there!